Good morning, everybody. This is Diggs. It's another beautiful day out here in the Pacific Northwest, and today we're going to talk about whale hunting. We're going to talk about what to do if you are a weaker guild on a server where you look at the top guild, you're getting bullied out of Chaos Field Boss, you're getting bullied out of Field Boss, you're getting PK'd mercilessly. We're going to talk about how you can handle these situations. So let's go ahead and dig in. Now, a little history about whale hunting, everybody. A lot of us see or know the traditional harpoon throwing method where you see movies shoot harpoons at whales. It's actually not the harpoon that usually kills the whales. Usually the harpoon is tied to a raft or a flotilla, and it's designed to slow the whale and tire the whale down until they can eventually get close and kill it. And that's the method that we're going to talk about today, because a lot of top players can kill you mercilessly. They can be a real pain in your ass, but as a 500k CP, as someone who's in a top 50 guild, you can retaliate and you can make their lives a living hell until they quit the game or until they decide to play nice. So what can you do? Obviously, direct confrontation is not going to be the preferred method. So the actual best way to start out in the beginning is actually Relic War Bidding. And I think a lot of people might be surprised by this. And I think a lot of small guilds don't see the point in participating in Relic War Bidding, or they're too intimidated to participate in Relic War Bidding, right? Like, why Relic War bid against a kingdom that's like the #1 kingdom on your server, right? When you could potentially invest those prisms elsewhere. Well, you may want to just stick it to the man, or you may want to coordinate with another guild. A great example here on our server is that Light acquired all 3 of the top 3 relics, right? And they fought 3 separate wars, but 2 of the wars were against, one of the wars was against a weaker guild that didn't really show up. The other guild was just against a moderately small guild, and then the 3rd war was against our guild, where we did put up a fight. We are the 2nd strongest guild on the server, but we still got our ass kicked, right? But what was noticeably different about this relic war is that smaller guilds were bidding on the relics, and this made our whales angry. Why did this make our whales angry? So the minimum bid on a relic is 8,000 prisms, right? Put that all together, that's 24,000 prisms minimum if you are wanting to bid on 3 relics, right? So if you have 35 members, your weekly prism income for a guild is 24 to 25,000 prisms. So unless you are forcing the guild to donate diamonds, right? Spend diamonds every day to donate prisms, then you are not going to have the prisms to keep up bidding at that competitive rate. So if your relic wars look like this on your server, you can easily change this by bidding against them for the top slots. Interestingly, a lot of the elemental relics went for 21,000 bids this week. If the 2 guilds that had the 21,000 bid on the high tier relics, it is likely that the top tier guild would not have been able to compete with them, because you are having smaller guilds that have more prisms because they've saved up these prisms for longer, kind of invest them into a single relic. And when you have 2 guilds that are either coordinating or working together, you can easily force out the top guild on your server, or you can make them bleed, right? Make them bleed by making it so that they can only bid if they have donated diamonds for prisms, right? How important is that relic for that guild? How important is that attack relic? If you're 2 free-to-play guilds and you have 30,000 prisms and each of you have 30k prisms and you each bid on the attack relic, odds are that guild is not going to be able to get the attack relic and the defense relic and the HP relic, right? Which is going to open up relics for other people, and odds are they won't be able to compete with you either. So if you have 2 guilds of equal power level and you say, hey, let's do a relic war and let's bid on this relic, you could easily kind of outpace them. There are even guilds with multiple sub guilds in order to do this, right? Some of the top guilds on the other servers right? If you are jacking up the price, you are going to be pissing them off, right? Because this is why they have multiple guilds. This is why they have alts in guilds, right? You are going to make them extremely angry. And this is the first step to bleeding out whales. Another thing you can do is you can, when we do have the upcoming Kingdom Conquest show up, you can absolutely bid on that as well. And since that is bi-weekly minimum 8,000 prism bid, there's a lot of guilds who maybe they don't want to participate in Relic Wars. Maybe they're not interested. Find 3 other guild leaders. This is an MMO. This game is about networking. This is about punishing, right? Find 3 other guild leaders that are willing to bid 40,000 prisms that have saved up for a week, right? And all of a sudden, you're going to have 4 guilds that are maybe not even in the top 10 competing for Kingdom Conquest. So there is methods to compete against whales and whale guilds if you are able to coordinate, if you are able to work together, and if you are able to network. And I think, you know, the Southeast Asia servers probably have this down, but I think in America, it's been so long, at least on American servers, it's been so long that we're so used to a top guild dominating, we just let them have the relics for 8,000 prisms. We don't put up a fight because we're like, oh, it's useless, right? But it's not useless because you're making them bleed. You're making them suffer. You're making them suffer pain. You're making them lose diamonds. You're literally causing them to lose money. Think about it that way. And what else are you going to use the prisms on? You're going to use the prisms on, you know, decorating. That's pretty much it. So you have nothing to lose. Find a guild leader that you know. Work together with them. You can absolutely do this. Now, there are a couple other people who are like, well, what do we do if they declare war on us? You surrender. Surrender the war immediately, because that will give your guild a moderate amount of protection. That will make the guild, you know, if they attack you, suffer PK penalty. Make them suffer to PK you. Don't make it easy. Make them suffer. Make them get their negative PK score, right? You know, a lot of people do have alts for PKing as well. Make sure that you can kill the alts. Farm in a party. You can, for example, party up or add people on your friends list so that if one of those alts enters the area, you know, the 2 of you work and kill on them. A lot of these alts already have vigilante status, right? So, or yeah, vigilante would be the word. They already have vigilante status. So if you find someone else that's farming in the same area and you guys both turn vigilante kill on, you're going to be able to defend yourselves and you're going to be able to kill these alts. Now, is this an ideal circumstance? No, but these are extreme circumstances, right? We happen to have a great relationship for the most part with our top guild on our server, so I'm not implementing these types of tactics for my guild, right? We tend to work together with the top guild because we're the second top guild. But if you're a lower guild on our server and you want to be competitive and you want to fuck with us and with Light, do it. Like, I would encourage you to do it. These are game mechanics. This is how the game was meant to be played. If you just roll over with your stomach up, the whales are always going to get away. They're always going to make it. You need to be willing to play dirty if you are wanting to compete. And again, Southeast Asia servers, they know what's up. They're already AFKing whales that are AFK farming. They are murdering them. And while I don't endorse killing for AFK farming, if I had a top guild that was locking me out of Chaos Field Boss, guaranteed I would be on a mission for blood. And I think it's okay to harpoon some whales and make them suffer. Y'all, I hope this video has been enlightening for you. I hope you guys are able to make them suffer. Remember, declare war, surrender. If they PK you, they're going to suffer that PK penalty, which is going to make them even easier to kill and even weaker in the content they're trying to clear. Kill them in Field Boss. Kill them. I mean, they're going to be focusing on Field Boss. You just kill them right up. Y'all, fight dirty. Do it. Work together with other guilds. You can overcome the whales. Anyway, everybody, thank you for watching, and I hope y'all have a great rest of your day.